Hey, what's up everybody? Morph here. Boy, do I have a banger for you guys today. Make sure to hit that like and that sub because I am pretty sure you're going to be impressed and you will like this one. So recently I picked up Truffle, probably the best buffer in the game. Very good for low HP main characters that use Resolve like Psyche, the other Anemo guy, the Dog Boy, Outsider. Basically anybody that gets low HP and needs heals, Truffle will heal you up and buff you up. The problem is her AI doesn't use the skill unless you are low on HP. It will cast it once and then never cast it again. We made a video on this recently, and yeah, I thought it was a mistake, but let me tell you guys, after some testing, a lot of testing, I have now trained my Truffle to use the skill, the buffing skill, when I am full HP on my morale characters, on Hellfire, on anybody that I'm using. She will use it, no problem. Let's get into it. This is how you do it. Right, first up, I want to do this with Sybil. There are two versions of the AI. The way to make the AI do things you want it to do is hidden behind the Demon Wedge, or their skills, their stats. So you would think that a buffer would need maximum sanity and skill duration and skill efficiency, right? This is the normal way of thinking about how to make a buffer character. But this one does not work. The way to make her work, guys, you have to make your AI think that it is built to deal damage. And what do you use to deal damage for Truffle or for any character in the game? That is skill damage. You build her with skill damage. Volition, 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 volition. I feel like there is a certain percentage of your character's skill damage wherein it will change the way the AI thinks. It will think like, I am a strong damager, I will use my skills, and that's how it's gonna play. And I'm gonna show you right now what it looks like. First, we're gonna show you the broken one and the one that doesn't really cast much so that you can see the difference easier. We'll play Demon Wedge set 2. And we're gonna go into the training area. Okay, so first we're gonna start off by summoning Truffle. And then we're gonna summon one level 120 mob. Hopefully she doesn't knock it out of the stage because they do that. If you want to equip Truffle with a melee weapon, you can give her the sanity recovery one. And there you go, she launches her first pig. Let's see if she's gonna cast more of it. So I feel like they improved her AI a bit on its own, but the problem is sometimes it stops casting the buff. It is actually a lot better than it was 2 days ago, even with this build. But as you can see, she is not casting the buff. After she casts it one time, she isn't casting it anymore. Which is very, very unfortunate. As you can see, no more buffs. She's not doing it. It's annoying, right? That's with build 1. Okay, now we're gonna go to build 2. Exit. Now that we've seen that, I want you guys to take a look at this. Alright, we're gonna go equip build 2. And you'll notice a huge difference in the way she is gonna act with her AI. The buff will be shorter, yes, it will be shorter, but she is gonna use it more often the moment she stops or the buff disappears. The moment each buff disappears, she is gonna use it. Just watch. 120. Spawn. And she'll use it. The buff is still there. The first one's gonna disappear first. For some reason, the attack one stays longer. And she used it right away. Buff is gonna disappear soon. She uses it right away. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. She used the buff again. Let's go. 4 for 4. And she used it again. And it fell off the stage. There you have it, guys. It works, right? And it not only works on that, it works on other places in the game. It's not just here in the training ground. I'm going to show you right now some clips. Enjoy. This setup is worthy of a like and sub, I think. Oh my god, it took me hours to figure this out, and it really worked. It's crazy. The moment you lose the buff, you get the buff again. It's fixed. She threw the pig. Let's go. Let's wait for it to disappear. Buff is gone. She threw the pig again. GG's. Banana chupadera. Look at how consistently she will buff when she is the solo buffer. She is gonna buff almost every time the timer of the sword icon disappears. And there you have it. She doesn't appear to be sanity related. Okay, she buffed. Notice her buff frequency will change. She no longer auto buffs at wave 4. Alright, I take that as a W, guys. I think I fixed her for some activities, but for other activities she is still like not working properly. There you go, she buffed again. I'm worried about it now. Notice she didn't buff anymore. Normally in wave 3, she stops constantly buffing. Pig again. She's very consistent in the training area because I feel like it's one instance of a dungeon or of a stage. The moment like a new instance within the same game mode spawns, it fucks up her AI. There you go. Psych, I'm back. Alright, so based on my final findings, I realized that there are limitations to Truffle's AI, even though I fixed it to work with morale or for high HP characters that don't get low HP. We were able to trick the AI into buffing us. However, the limitations are the moment she gets out of combat. Each time she goes out of combat, she will then start to buff less and less. I noticed it when I ran exploration. I noticed it when I ran what's that activity called? Defense. The moment I reached wave 4 and wave 5 of exploration, she started buffing less and less often. Probably the time between each buff grew to about 15 seconds or 10 seconds. First, it's 10 seconds in between each buff. Like it will cast the buff, and then the buff will fade away, and then 10 seconds would pass, and then she'd buff again. and then it would fade away and then buff again after 10 seconds. And then wave 6, it would become 15 seconds. For some reason, after every wave, the duration of the buff or the time it takes for her to throw her skill out again is increased more and more. So I attribute it to every time she goes out of combat. It's the same with the defense mission, although the defense mission it's a little quicker. After wave 1, the first 3 sets of the waves, so that's wave 1, right? She is buffing all the time in wave 1. In wave 2, she's also buffing quite frequently in wave 2. But by the time you hit wave 3, where you get the 18 Luno coins, she is buffing a lot less often. Like, a lot less often. So, in terms of activities wherein you're placed into a loading screen and then you do one instance, I think she is going to do fine. Like in the theater, I tried her out with my pyro team and she was buffing on every stage normally. However, when their activity has waves in it, it's not good. You know, when you have to like reselect the booster, that kind of activity. The moment each time you have to select a booster, she does it less and less. And it also works here in the training range. If you load the mob in and then kill that mob, and then load another one, you'll notice in the second one, she'll still be buffing quite well, but kind of erratically a little bit. And then when you do the third one, she's still buffing, but then it's less and less, but still quite often. And then the fourth one, you'll notice that she'll buff less, and there's gonna be an interval now. And on the fifth one, well, it takes forever for her to buff again. So it is not completely cracked, but we are on our way into fixing it ourselves outside of the dev. Or maybe the devs have already started it, that's why it's even capable of doing this. But really, when I changed the demon wedges around and made her more skill based, skill damage, she started spamming it more. So those are my findings. She can work for the theater, so there is that, and for demon wedge farming. For any single instance based farm, you can use her no problem. That's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Still, like and sub. Peace. See you later.